I'm thinking we just start the discussions off about these people getting ran over in the road because they're protesting. Here's the thing. Now, I was thinking back, bro. You know what I mean? They say, back in the days when people used to protest, it was peaceful protest. But now, when people do it, it's a different thing. I'm saying if you're just standing in the road, right? It's a road that's paid by all taxpayers, right? So anybody has access to the road. No one should be blocked from using that roadway. So if somebody stands in the road and you're trying to get somewhere and maybe you got to go to the hospital, but does it even matter if you got to go to the hospital? What if you just want to drive down the street and have a Sunday stroll? Nobody has a right to block your roadway. So what I'm saying is because this stuff is blowing up and it's all over the place, people are getting ran over and snatched out their car. To me, a person has a right. And this is coming from somebody, man, who I really think this stuff through, because I don't want nobody to get hurt. And I believe, that you want to treat people right, but you can't take a chance. Right. You got to be able to defend yourself. So I think if somebody gets ran over, that's on them. If they're blocking the road or if they're trying to, hit your car physically, kick your car, you don't know what they're going to do next. If they're kicking your car, they might kick you.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a peaceful protest, nobody should be doing anything crazy. So it seems like it's getting a little crazy from what I've seen on the internet, but I don't know how much is real and how much is fake. So.
There's that too.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking about, Oklahoma just passed a law. So literally Oklahoma said that if you get ran over because of your, involved in a riot or trying to attack somebody in the car, then you're responsible for yourself. The person who ran over you, they're free and clear.
Didn't the governor of Florida allow them to run over people?
Yeah, he said if you can get ran over, that's on you. Yeah. You will get ran over. It's something to think about.
If they're pulling people out the cars and like beating them up, is that a protester or is that like why would they be doing that?
I think that's to me is beyond right. That's like the person who's in the car is being physically attacked, and they can do whatever they can at that moment to defend themselves, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going out there to protest, why are you beating people's asses and then driving? It's just weird.
It is weird. It's weird because I feel like if you're protesting for something that's legitimate and you're really a peaceful protester, you're not going to hit another person's property.
Yeah. I mean, you're like, why are they stopping? I've been seeing like people getting in front of cars. Like, what are they doing? Like, they don't want that person to drive down the street. Like, I just don't.
It feels like it's
like what roads are they blocking? Like all of them, some of them. Like that's.
And what point are they getting across?
I don't understand. I think there's a lot of people just doing a lot of shit they see on TV.
Do you think that this is something to think about? I've heard different things. Do you think it's possible? I was wondering. I think it is possible that the people are paying for these
Well, like we talked about off air, there's like a lot of protesting, right? And obviously it's about the immigration stuff and everything happening, in the United States. But there's like a lot of white people out there who are doing that.
Yeah.
And, I guess it kind of goes back to like the protests during the George Floyd stuff, like you know what I'm saying, and like the Black Lives Matter stuff. Like it seemed like there was a lot of. You're hearing one thing and then you're seeing another thing and then you're like, somebody said they had like a pallet full of bricks delivered.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah. So yeah, I heard the same thing. Like somebody said they saw people giving out masks and all kinds of shit.
And blowers to blow,
Blow. Oh, which
like the tear gas. When it's truck, they can blow the tear gas back at the cops. So who thinks about having a blower with a mask? That sounds prepared to me.
I don't know. It sounds like an organized protest. I mean, I don't know what to think, man. I just went to work this morning and I try to. I try to ignore that shit because it's crazy.
It's really it's polarizing too. So everybody got their strong opinions on it. So your opinion can actually offend somebody, or somebody might agree with it.
I mean, I see people burning American flags, and I'm confused about that too.
I completely disagree with that. I think if anybody wants to be in America, you definitely shouldn't be burning American flags.
You shouldn't be burning any flags, period. Burning someone's flag is disrespectful. At least that's what I learned in school, But the thing is, anytime there's like crazy shit like this and I see people burning the American flag, it just makes me realize, like, is anybody pissed that our flag's getting burned? Like, besides me? But I wouldn't burn anyone else's flag either, you know what I mean?
Right, so you're showing the same respect that you expected somebody to give you, bro. You're not going to burn a Ukrainian flag, so you don't want nobody burning an American flag.
First and foremost, I don't go to anybody else's country, and I've been to lots of them, and say, I'm going to burn this fucking flag because I'm pissed at y'all, or whatever the fucking case may be. Right now, it's because everybody's disagreeing with what's happening in the office. you're still burning the American flag. How is that supposed to make me think that you respect America if you're burning the flag? If you're mad about something, take it up in court, like any other regular
due
shit.
process.
Due process. The problem is, people are taking matters into their own hands, and I want everybody to win, but I don't want the fucking American flag to be like, why would you do that? That just doesn't make sense to me. So when I see that kind of shit happening, I'm like, why is that really going to solve anything? You know what I mean?
I don't think it solves anything when they burn the flag. I think it's counterproductive. I think
It's disrespectful to Americans.
It's disrespectful to Americans. It's counterproductive. You don't get your point across. I think, like I said, it's counterproductive to your point or to whatever it is you're standing for. And
it makes me think that if you're burning the flag, you're a terrorist. That's what that looks like to me. I mean, it went from friendly protesting to burning the American flag. So, as an American, am I supposed to think you're a terrorist? Because now you're fucking burning. I mean, this is where I was born. You know what I mean? Like, do people think about that?
Yeah,
because I love everybody, you know what I mean? I have all of my nieces and nephews are mixed, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so like the shit's really crazy right now, and everybody needs to like just chill out, and like nothing's gonna get solved like this, at least in my opinion.
but here's the thing too, Eric, man. People start, all right, so now you're burning flags, but now you're also burning vehicles and throwing Molotov cocktails at cops.
Beating people up, like regular, like, what if like someone's grandma is trying to go to the store in one of these protests and they stop her car and they just start fucking her car up? Like your 80-year-old grandmother, your 60 or whatever, fucking, it doesn't matter. And that woman's afraid for her life, but these people are supposed to be friendly protesting. What is that at that point? What do you call that?
Rioting.
Yeah,
and
now assault, you're putting a regular citizen in danger that's just trying to go to the store over your friendly protests. And so like what do we, as the people watching this, what are we supposed to think? Is that supposed to be allowed? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's getting crazy. It needs, I don't know, if you really want to do something, why don't you march to the White House, march somewhere? Is that, like, you know what I mean? I don't know, man. It's just,
don't destroy things.
Well, I'm all about world peace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm all about everybody getting along, dude. We only got one life, and, you know, this is a beautiful world, but there's a lot of bullshit involved, right? Every country has bullshit. Trust me, I've been to plenty. And every time you get off of the plane in another fucking country, you're going through customs, you're going through this. They don't just, like, let you into another country. You think I could just, like, walk around in Costa Rica?
Every time I've been to another country, they've always checkpoints. They want to see your credentials.
Good luck going to Canada. They will fucking shoot you down real quick. You start acting stupid. So the point is, I feel like people are really, America doesn't get the respect it deserves, but everybody wants to come here. It's a beautiful place. But when I see the flag getting fucking burned on national television and people are just like, it makes me think in my head, why are people here I would never go to somebody else's country and burn their flag. I would never.
They'd put you in jail if you did that in their country, right?
Well, yeah, or fucking probably maybe kill you, dude. Yeah. Other countries might cut your head off for some shit like that. I mean, the crazy thing is, it's like, you can't go to like another country and fuck around. You will get fucked up. So like over here, we allow this bullshit, and to me, it makes us look weak. But at the same time, I thought people wanted peace, and I thought people wanted to be accepted. And now, when I see you burn my flag, that pisses me off. That doesn't make me want to do nothing crazy, but it just feels disrespectful.
Yeah.
And everybody's feeling pretty disrespected in the world right now. So are we gonna add stupidity to it? Because to me, that's stupid. That would never make me think somebody likes me as an American, because like when I see the flag getting burned, it's like, damn, do they want to kill me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what that looks like to me.
Well, yeah, because you belong to that actual nation of that flag.
That's
so
what I'm saying.
You take that as a personal threat. Like, hey, I'm underneath that banner.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure people would flip out if I was in Vietnam burning a flag in the middle of the fucking street. They'd probably fucking kill me. You know what I'm saying?
They'll take it as an act of war.
Oh yeah, bro. They'd be like, this crazy ass Americans burning a Vietnamese flag, bro. Like, oh hell.
With machetes.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, or prison time. And you know, I think the message that people are trying to get across about this shit, they're just going about it all wrong.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, man. You don't think that some of them. All right. So if you are in America and you came here illegally, meaning you didn't come through the proper channels as a citizen, now you can get arrested by the agents. And this, listen, by the way, this has been going on. A lot of people don't realize this, but underneath Obama, he sent more, he deported more people, I believe, than Trump did in his first term.
Wow.
Altogether, and a lot of people don't realize that. So Bill Clinton.
Why don't you think they realize it?
Because the mainstream media is not going to show that about him. You know what I mean? But he was all for deportation too. You know. Now Joe Biden, that's a different story. But the whole thing is, so now somebody's getting deported, right?
Right.
And so this is the thing they're thinking about. They got to think. You saw. I don't know if you did, but if you haven't, check out the prisons that are over there where they're getting sent to. What's that? I don't know the name of the prison. C something.
Okay.
I can't pronounce it. It's in Venezuela, right? Is that where it's at?
Okay.
El Salvador.
El Salvador, yeah. Whatever. So they send them back, and it's this mega prison.
Okay.
And so these dudes are like, I don't know if you saw the video. They get off the plane and onto the bus, and the Venezuelan or El Salvadorian, is waiting for them. The president, the officers, and they shackling these dudes down, bro. Not even on full size shackles like you get in America. They're like, so they can't stand upright, and they're herding them all into this cage, and they're spending life. Like, imagine being in a cage with like 100 and some people, like two toilets. That's where they spend their life at. And they're like, they don't play around, you know what I mean? So they realize that that's where they're going, you know what I mean?
So why are they being sentenced to life in prison?
Because most of them are gang members, criminals. Okay. They most of them got multiple charges on them.
Well, and that's what, one of my clients was talking about, like, actually, there was somebody interviewing me about, like, what do I think's the, what's the right way of going about it? I don't claim to know anything because I'm not a real big political dude. I don't like to get involved in it because I hate seeing fucking shit like this. Because some people don't realize everybody that's coming here illegally, that could be anyone.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all want to take a break for a second?